La la la.
Welcome back, Green Wizard.
Okay. Right. Welcome back. I am Jonas Obscuratus, and this is A God's Basement. Okay. So, this is, of course, Spooky Month. I want to do some spooky games, and this is something I got a while back and never played. So, it's also supposedly weird. So, it's a good choice for Weird Game Wednesday. Still kind of trying to make that a thing. So, okay. All I did was I started it and I fiddled with the options. It was annoying because the invert X and inverse Y seemed to be swapped, but I got it working. Obviously, I play with inverted mouse, but okay, here we go. Press the interact key. See, I just started the game, and it's funny. I started the game and went straight into some language options, which is fine. I went through that, and then it just plopped me down here, and then I could go into the, go into the thing and do the options. So I have no idea what's going on. Tips: press the interact key to use objects. The default key is E, but you can choose controls pause menu. If you get stuck or you aren't sure what you're supposed to do, use the hints found in the pause menu. Okay. So there are... All right. A hint is automatically given if you stay inside an area for more than 3 minutes. Well, all right. So that is a door that does not let me through. We seem to be in an office setting. It could be a basement. I mean, I don't know. God's basement. Press... Oh, okay. Load game. Select Chapter 1. Due to the nature of upgrade, you can use this be someone who's inconvenient. If you would like to reset progress or unlock chapters. Okay. I don't need to do that. Welcome to the afterlife. Congratulations, you're dead. Don't worry, we still love you. Here's a trophy. You deserve it. Where are you exactly? You can call this place God's basement. Wondering where everyone is? You'll meet them soon enough. One last thing. You can't leave. All right. All right. New game, I guess. That was the anteroom to the basement. I guess. That was just like a big menu or something. So. Okay. That that kind of scared. It scared me. All it was doing was loading. Huh. Kitty. All right. Note. Notes that I can't read. All right. Almost looks like I could log in, but it's not letting me log in. So, huh.
Hello, and welcome to God's Basement, a place for special individuals such as yourself. I realize that you may be a bit confused at the moment, but don't worry, everything will be explained soon. You might not be able to remember everything about your past just yet, but those memories will return soon. You might be wondering who else is here, but you'll meet the inhabitants of God's basement soon enough. I know that I might seem suspicious, but for now, I'm going to need you to trust me. Whenever you're ready, exit the room and keep walking until you find the room with the blue light. From there, I'll provide further instructions. Also, if you see or hear anything strange or unusual, ignore it to the best of your ability. I'll talk to you once you reach the designated area. Good luck.
Sure. Okay. Huh. Weird little bags. I don't know why the bags kind of... Why are there bags? The boxes seem like something you would find in an office, but these weird little lunch bags. I don't know. Plant. It reminds me of the comic I-Beam by Sam Hurt, where the main character is a lawyer, and there are a bunch of comics about stuff that, weird stuff that happened in his law office. And at one point, his hallucination comes by and disguises himself as a plant. And the head lawyer stops by the office too and says, "I-Beam, is that a plant? Is that a real plant? I've told you we can't have real plants in here. Our clients might get the impression we're dangerously liberal conservationists." I was like, well, it's just a hallucination. It's not a real plant. Is this like interesting? Usually it looks like fire sprinklers, but nowadays the fire sprinklers are inside the ceiling, right? I think. I haven't been in that many offices. Just a couple. What does that say? I can't tell. Family tree. Frank Young, grandfather. Margaret Young, grandmother. Neil Young, father. Sarah Young, mother. Kevin Young, brother. And James Young, you. Okay, I'm young at heart. Let's see. What did he say? We're supposed to follow the blue light? I've forgotten already. Is this what it's like to be a streamer? You just forget the instructions immediately? Oh. Oh. So there's a TV and there's a remote, so... Oh, now we're using the V button? Okay. Oh, that's interesting. It's the Velveteen Rabbit. I used to do that for hours when I was learning piano. Well, I mean, practice piano roughly an hour a day, and some of that was scales. I mean, that is the Velveteen Rabbit, right? Well, it's sort of the Velveteen Rabbit. Okay. Let's see. This is the little God's Basement logo, I guess. This Skya-looking thing. Is this anything? Oh. God's Basement Guide. Welcome to the afterlife. Don't remember anything? Your memories will return shortly. Lastly, trust the operator. Okay. So, most of this stuff is not interactable. It's only when you see the little dot up here that we know it's interactable. Well, okay, like that, right there. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay. Suddenly I feel a little hungry. But I just... Well, I had something to eat, so... For some reason I want some French fries. French fries would be good. What else can I interact with? Huh. I can't seem to turn it off or indeed do anything. Oh. 2 dead in fatal crash. Huh. An elderly couple along with their infant grandson. The driver, Frank Young, was killed in the accident along with his infant grandson, Kevin Young. The only survivor of the crash, Margaret Young, is in stable condition. Well, according to the family tree, I am not any of those people. Weird. Okay. Is this like a... Wait, what's that? It's important. Why can't I read it if it's important? Okay. I can't jump. I can't crouch, which is fine. I understood this It's not the kind of game where you jump or crouch or anything like that. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. So, according to that little article, these guys were killed in a car crash. Okay. Wait, can I? Oh, I can run by pressing the shift key. Maybe not run. Hustle, perhaps. Go slightly faster if I press the shift key. Okay. Huh? If I click it, it seems to become dark. I don't know what that's about. Huh. Important. VIP. Property of something. I just remember another streamer. I think she was playing Killer Frequency. And that's one of those games where you go around and you look at a bunch of objects that are around. Some of the objects are important, some of them aren't. And then there are, like, she goes to an office and there are a lot of documents. And because the documents are not important, you know, they're not actually rendered. They don't have actual text. And so she picks out a document and goes, I can't read this. That was at a point where she was kind of annoyed and trying to figure out what to do, but she figured it out eventually. Much like I am going to figure this out eventually. Important information. James Young, deceased. Mother Sarah Young, father, date of birth, 97. Cause of death unknown, date of death unknown. Comments, was raised by his grandmother for most of his life. All right. 753930. Wait, is this important? I don't know. All right. All right. Alrighty then. Oh, wait, that's weird. Oh, look at... Okay. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. J10, Y25, S19. That's interesting. 20, 21. 22, 23, 24, 25. Let's see. A, B, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, those are just the standard things. J is the 10th letter of the alphabet. Y is the 25th. And S is the 19th. If you say A is number 1, then that's what you get. Okay, now that I know that, what do I do? JYS. All right, now they're really bloody. Yay. Okay. Oh. The rabbit is further away. Huh. Surely this means something. Ah. I can move it around. I can move the remote control around. There's nothing on the back. Can I don't think I can. I don't think I can enter any numbers into this. All I can do is use it, which just turned on the screen. Okay. Weird. La 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 la. I can't interact with that. Oh, really? Oh, I got a key? Was that a hint? I think that must have been a hint. Alright, so was there a key kind of sticking in there? That's a little annoying. I mean, the puzzle was just that you had to walk around and look at everything. Or just examine every object. Hello? Okay. More mysterious bags and boxes. This is the afterlife. What do you need bags and boxes for? Okay. I can't read this. Can I log in? Log on, please. The afterlife is password protected. Okay, it doesn't look like there's anything interactable here. A nice little waiting room area. I wouldn't mind waiting here. Comfy sofas. Water. Random files. Oxygen. Fetch the comfy chair. 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 What do we have? We have a comfy sofa. Fetch the comfy sofa. Right. Okay. It's hammer time. Suddenly, everything looks like a nail. That's a joke. So, God's Basement. That's the name. That's what we're playing. Title drop. All right. Removing barricade. Mash buttons.
If you are new to God's Basement, trust the operator. He will guide you.
Aren't you the operator? Ah! Okay, cool. Wow. They stacked those boards of nails so neatly. I approve. Nobody has a phone in the afterlife, so they don't have a flashlight. What's going on in here? More offices. What did these people do all day? Are they all on lunch break? We have to fill out afterlife reports. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to fill out those TPS reports. Alright. Hello, operator? What's this? Something's interactable here. Or, oh. It's a pen. This is a pen. As Cherry said in episode 1 of Urusei Yatsura. Okay, but it looks just like a pen to me. Kind of a gratuitous little twirl as it went down there, but that's fine. Why the pen? Why is this the only interactable object? Interact with the phone, the computer, the blurry photo. No, just a pen. This little... What's that little thing? It looks like a pill bottle? I don't know. Hello. Seriously, why the pen is choice of an interactable object? Do I have to sign something? I never sign something before I read it. Random chair in the corner. This is where you go if you don't do your office work correctly. Great. Another locked door. Okay. Hello.
I see you found your way to the blue room. I hope you didn't have too much trouble.
Well, it was the key that was the problem.
By the way, I forgot to mention who I am.
Yeah, I figured you were the operator.
Now, it's not an official name, but I find it quite catchy. You're making great progress so far. We've been having some issues with the lights recently, so you'll need a flashlight. There's one in the next room on a table, next to a radio. It'll be quite handy in the upcoming areas.
Okay.
I know that this may not be what you expected, but the truth is, there are many versions of life after death, and God's Basement is one of them.
Okay.
Thank you for trusting me. Your cooperation is greatly appreciated. Once again,
All right. So anytime somebody's like, "Yes, please trust me," immediately you feel like you shouldn't trust them, right? But on the other hand, you don't really know. I mean, there's not much else you can do here. I mean, there really isn't a choice to trust him or not. All you have to do is keep solving the puzzles. Locked. Okay. The only way to win is not to play. That's not the quote. Yeah, I'll get to you. A strange game. The only way to win is not to play. It's hammer time. Well, it's not hammer time anymore. It's flashlight time. Sorry I haven't been answering your calls. I know it wasn't your fault, but losing Kevin and Dad has taken the toll on all of us. I think Sarah and I just need some time to grieve and accept what happened. Take care. Wait. Interesting. Was he talking to his mother, or... Well, he was probably talking to Margaret, the grandmother. Okay. So. Ah! The F key is flashlight. Excellent. Oh, interesting. Empty beverage cans. This is like... Anything in here? No. This flashlight is kind of floaty. It doesn't immediately follow my mouse movements. This is the first trace of disarray we have seen. First actual trash or anything like that. What? Random clanking sound. Alright, I have the flashlight.
I see you found a flashlight. Past this door, things can get quite dangerous.
Dangerous?
Your memories from your past life are still probably blurry, but they'll start coming back shortly. For the time being, make your way down through the hallway.
That's what this whole game is, looking around.
I advise you not to spend too much time looking around. If anything makes an attempt to get your attention, ignore it to the best of your ability. If you see anything or anyone approach you, do whatever is necessary to avoid contact with that entity. Most importantly, do not, I repeat, do not acknowledge their existence. If you follow these guidelines, you should be just fine. Give me a minute or two to unlock the door. Once the screen shows that it is unlocked, you may proceed. I'll see you again soon. Good luck.
Okay. This will be dangerous. How much more dangerous could it be? Oh, oh I can't go back. Given that this is supposed to be the afterlife. Oh, hello. Hey. What is that, a phone or is it just a little box? Ba-ding. All right. Wasn't there a light on in here before? All the lights have gone off. Who is this operator guy? Is he our... Well, he's a psychopomp. Psychopomp is a mythological figure that guides people to the afterlife. So he's our psychic pomp, I guess, but is he trustworthy? What is his agenda? What's his deal? He just tells us this random stuff. Now this is actually, this is another time we're seeing trash. We don't usually see trash yet. We started out this really clean office, and now we're seeing trash strewn around. Does that mean something? Okay. All right. I keep hearing these sounds like something locking or unlocking. This door does not seem to be interactable. I can squeeze in here, right? Oh, let me squeeze right by you there. No, I can't. Well, I can get in there, but I can't open the door. Okay, I guess. Ah! Fetch the comfy chair. Spray cleaner. Okay. This part's lit up. Does that mean anything? God did not forgive me. Well, somebody's sad. Oh, there's a door. Look at that. I kind of even didn't even... Oh. Can I move it? Weird. All right. All right, we go around the comfy sofa again. Okay. Turning off the flashlight didn't seem to do anything other than, you know, give us no light. But let's see. Come on. Anything here? Anything? Can we push this? So the last thing, in the last room, we saw a little box sliding across the floor. I wonder if maybe that was a hint. And we can push this, but it doesn't seem to move anywhere. I found this. I mean, I wonder what the... You wonder what the point of it all is. This guy says there are many versions of the afterlife, and God's basement is one of them. Okay, cool. But then he's like... By the way, at the end of this, you're being sentenced to hell. Thanks for playing. I don't know. There was. It reminds me of. Well, it reminds me of Tormentum, which is an interesting game. Is it Tormentum I'm thinking of? I think it's Tormentum. It seemed like I almost got. It looks like the geometry is caught. How do we unstick the geometry? This box? Wait a minute. Am I thinking of Tormentum? Yeah, I'm thinking of Tormentum. I mean, the thing about Tormentum, it's a game that's been out for a while, and I guess it's kind of a spoiler, but the thing about Tormentum is you, the main character, are actually dead, and you are resolving events from your past life. And you go through this world, which is just a hallucination or something, and you're either kind to people or you are cruel to them. And if you're cruel to them, then at the end of the game, your spirit goes to hell. But if you're kind to them, then you are redeemed. Which is okay. It's kind of cool. I mean, it was interesting. The message is basically that you get to decide. You know, like if you were cruel to all these people, then it's like you're deciding that your spirit is not worth redemption. Which is an interesting idea. This is so weird. I almost feel like this has to be a bug. 'Cause... Whoa! That was interesting. Sort of propelled me away. Alright, can I interact? I haven't seen the interact prompt. Oh. I can kind of... Whoa! Interesting. Look at that. That is wild. I feel like that was a bug. I feel like maybe this is a bug. I don't know. I'm spitballing here. I don't know. I saw this post somewhere on the internet where it was like somebody had built a little wooden house, like a shed, but they'd actually sort of built two wooden houses that looked like they were stuck together. Like one was rotated and stuck into the other's geometry, but they were actual wooden houses, right? And then all the replies to the post like sounds of clattering, and then one of the houses rockets into the distance. This is no longer interactable. Alright, so what's the... Wait, no. What is a hint? Try the door across the room. After lecture, to zoom in at the cluster of photographs. Peek through the door that opens. Walk around the area until you find an opening. Oh, okay. The one thing I didn't do is, I guess, peek through. Or did I? I did peek through. Oh. There is a person or entity in there. Okay. That was the one thing I didn't do. And then it said, walk around until you find an opening. Well, all right. So this is the kind of game where you do very subtle things and they cause other things to happen. Like you look at an object and that unlocks a door. Something like that. All right. I kind of get the idea. Wait. All right, I can't seem to go in here or do anything with this door. I don't see any other openings. Not this door. Hello? So it's weird that this, I mean, this is supposed to be here to block you from going into the room. But it seems a little glitchy to me. I wonder, is it supposed to be like that? Sometimes I wonder if is something an actual bug or is it an aesthetic choice? It can be hard to tell. Oh, wait a minute. Right click is zoom in. Deep psychology as opposed to shallow psychology. I don't think that is anything. Now, let me go. Come on. Oh, look at that. If you stare at her while zoomed in, she walks away. Huh. Light. Oh, can we get in here? All right. A lot of trash in this room. Oh, so I'm guessing the trash kind of represents the memories and detritus of our life.
In other news, a car crash resulted in the death of a grandfather and an infant child. Authorities reported that the car swerved off the road and crashed into a tree. The only survivor was the grandmother of the infant child. Although she suffered major injuries, she is currently in stable condition. Authorities also reported that the grandfather was driving the vehicle and that alcohol might have been involved in the incident.
Okay. Was that the operator talking? Why are you narrating this for me, operator? What's your deal? Also, that didn't tell me anything I didn't already know. I mean, we get it already. Going out. A bed. Huh. God did not forgive me. Okay. Nice retro style TV. Cathode ray tube. Alright, now the door is open. Okay. Also, you know, that hint was a little more than a hint. It was an actual guide. Okay. They never answered any of my letters or calls. I waited an eternity to hear the sound of their voices. I can't read this. We have USA Today at home. Right. So, I'm guessing the operator is going to be calling me. Locked. Of course. All right. Locked. Of course. What did I just say? All right. Well, it's not the operator. Huh. Okay. All right. So we did that. And now what do we do? Oh. Somebody else is calling me. Okay. Apparently, I cannot speak in the afterlife. Just like in the Mansus in Cultist Simulator. Notebook. All right. I cannot do anything with the pencil. What was up with that one random interactable pen? Probably nothing back here. Okay. Okay, let's see. Really? Alright, fine, but what do I do? Mr. Anderson, what use is a phone call when you are unable to speak? I mean, I don't, fan. A fan of fans. If you're a real fan, you want fans. Fans. What? Oh, wait a minute. Alright, the lighting is weird here. I thought I could turn it over. Turn it over? No? Nope. Alright. Wait a minute. Yeah, even turning off the flashlight doesn't really help. Huh. So a lot of times with these puzzle games, eventually you start thinking, well, what are all the possible actions I can do? And the problem is I can't find very many possible actions. I can zoom in, I can attempt to interact. I can answer the phone, but that doesn't seem to do anything. I can attempt to open the doors. I can look up. I can answer the phone. Should I answer the phone with the flashlight off? Is there another phone? The guide said to listen to the TV message. I did that. It kind of, well, if you don't answer the phone, eventually they hang up. Is that what I'm supposed to do? Maybe that was what I was supposed to do. Loading. God's
I'm
basement.
glad you made it through in one piece. Whatever you saw might have jogged your memory a bit, even though all of it occurred before you were born.
Really?
Your parents, Neil and Sarah Young, had a son named Kevin. Your grandparents were looking after him when an unfortunate incident occurred.
Yeah, I get it.
After losing their only son, your parents decided it would be best to create some distance between your grandmother. Although she
That needs
tried
editing.
her best to seek their forgiveness, the grief they felt was too painful. For a long time, they stayed out of contact with your grandmother.
Yeah, I understood
After
that.
a few years, they had you, James Young. They still were quite distant with your grandmother, possibly afraid the same incident might happen again. I don't want to bore you too much with those details.
I mean, it's fine. It's just like I've been told this 3 times already.
To unlock more of your memories, you need to go deeper into God's basement. To do that, you need to retrieve a security card to get past the door to your right. Fortunately,
A security card?
there is one down the hallway to your left. Just follow it all the way down, past the area with the red lights, and it should be in a storage room filled with shelves. Once you retrieve it, bring it back and slide it across the panel next to the door. I know you still have your suspicions, but I swear all your questions will be answered. Once you have a complete understanding of your past life, I'll tell you what God's basement really is, but you have quite some ways to go. Keep doing exactly as I say. And one last thing, good luck.
I know it's been a while since we last saw each other, but I just want to let you know the delivery was successful. It's a perfectly healthy boy, and we've named him James. He's absolutely adorable, and I can't wait for you to meet him. Take care. All right, that makes sense. So this is the security card door. So my theory is that this is God's basement is all kind of a mental construct where I have to deal with all the issues from my past life and make peace with them before I can get through. And so these obstacles are kind of artificial. It's just kind of visitors, please report to office before entering. Well, I reported to the operator. Is that enough? Okay. Red light. Last night I had a dream. I was walking towards my son and his family. They looked so happy together, and I learned to be a part of it. As I kept walking, they kept shrinking, becoming more and more distant. Even as I increased my pace, the space between them kept exponentially increasing until they disappeared. She probably doesn't actually mean that. Most people don't know what exponentially means, but I haven't seen them since the accident. My son writes to me every now and then, but will never answer my calls. I haven't heard his voice in years. They recently had another child, an adorable baby boy. I desperately wish to see him. My son wrote to me saying he couldn't wait for us to meet. I pray he keeps his word. Okay. So, red lights. Username and password. Remember me. Remember me. Huh. Wait a minute. Okay. Let's see. Terrific. um, I don't think it's a... Well, maybe it is. Maybe it is one of those puzzles. 5, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 6. 5, 1, 2, 6. Great. All right. That was weird because some of them you'd hit them and they'd seem to go on for a while and then turn off. I don't know. I got them all lit at once. That was not the answer. The answer was just the obvious thing. Now the door's blue. Yay. Okay, so. Okay. I believe this music was playing. Oh. That was easy. I believe this music was playing on the main menu screen. It sounds Baroque. Oh, now it's really Baroque. Okay. I got the security card. Oh, hey. That must have been Margaret. I'm guessing. I could be wrong. She does not seem to be here anymore. Okay. Huh? Whatever. I can't keep checking and rechecking these shelves. All right. Okay. Okay. It was a very satisfying noise. It was like, "Ba-dong." Okay. La 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 la. What is that? That's cleaner or something, right? Okay. Right. Blood. Someone spilled their jam. All right. There's the rabbit again. Surely that means something. We have Velveteen Rabbit at home. Dear Mother, how have you been? It's been pretty hectic over here balancing family and work. James is about half a year old now and he's growing healthily. I have some bad news. I might have to relocate to another state because of my job in the next few months. I don't know for sure yet, but there's a high probability of relocation. I know I promised to let you see your grandson. I really intended to let you see him, but it's difficult to find the time. I'll keep you updated on everything. Well, it sounds like there's a deeper issue at work there. But, I mean, I'm not a psychologist. Oh, really? Yeah, we know about this already.
Authorities reported that the car swerved off the road and crashed into a tree. The only survivor was the grandmother of the infant child. Although she suffered major injuries, she is currently in stable.
Does this game have an epilepsy warning?
Authorities also reported that
It really should.
the grandmother was driving the vehicle and that alcohol might have been involved in the incident.
Oh, is the whole point that she was trying to kill the grandfather? Oh, there she is. Hello. Oh, I'm zoomed in. That's not good. That sounds a bit more like a child crying. Okay. Huh. Oh. I just had to look at the box. Wait, what is this box here? Huh. Okay. It's a crying baby box. Oh. End of chapter? Huh.
James, it has been some time since I've last seen you around. By now, you should have some idea of the history between your grandmother and your parents. After the accident occurred, there was extreme tension between them. It was understandable given the context of the situation.
All right. Have you guys ever heard of
Your
Show
parents
Don't
wanted some
Tell?
space due to the grief they were experiencing. Your grandmother, dealing with the guilt
Yeah.
and loneliness, longed for
I
support
understand the
and
basic
forgiveness,
concepts
something
of the
your
story
parents
by
did not
now.
grant. I promise we'll get to your part of the story soon.
Oh, well, great.
To
Just what I
satisfy
needed.
your curiosity for a bit, I'll tell you a small truth about God's basement.
Okay.
God's basement is a place to reflect on your past life. That statement might be a bit broad, but I'll tell you more as you continue your journey. As for this area, there
That's
seems to be a
basically what I
locked door
figured,
with
right?
a keypad. I'm sure you'll figure it out. I'll see you around soon. Good luck.
Now, what did the message on the picture in the very first chapter mean? Is that like a secret thing? Because, yeah. I mean, I would enter numbers somewhere. I would decode the messages. Give me a chance to decode the messages. It's just you gotta hunt around to see what there is actually to interact with here. Oh. We're hunting pages now. Okay. Come to think of it, if I went back to that keypad. Okay, that's just a light. If I went... Okay. Supposedly, this is where I came from, and this is where I need to go. What was it? 10, 25, 19? Okay. This is an interesting game so far. I do think if I were making it, there are some things I'd do differently, but, you know. Well, I haven't finished it yet. I don't know what the full creative vision is. I haven't gotten the full experience, so maybe I should reserve judgment. I don't know. Some of the things that happen seem kind of arbitrary. Like, oh, you have to listen to a message. And then the door unlocks. This is arbitrary. And it's weird because the operator's like, don't do this, but then you have to do it. Which, I wonder about. I mean, the whole point, I guess the whole point is the operator is supposed to be this untrustworthy figure, so you immediately think like, whoa, I shouldn't listen to him. I got to do exactly the opposite of what he says. Is that what we're supposed to think? It might be. Oh, here's another one. 3 out of 6. Suddenly there came a tapping, rapping at my chamber door. Wait, I've only found 3, and this is the only room? Either I'm really awful at finding these, or there's an entirely different room. Too bad the lights don't work. Oh, wait. Here's another one. 0911. Okay. That one seems to have a code on it, but so I could just go through without finding it, but I'd like to find them all. Just because I'm a bit of a completionist. But it probably has lore, right? What are all these bags and boxes? The packaged detritus of a life. It's just shadows. Oh, is everybody having a fun, spooky month? Is anybody even in the channel? I don't think anybody's been in the channel, but that's fine. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, here's another one. Good. I've been dealing with stuff. I haven't streamed much. So, I don't know. Guess I just stream more. Alright, I got all 6. Can I assemble them? I can. Dear son, it's been a couple of months since I received a letter from you. I was just curious about James. How's my grandson doing? When will I get to see him? I've been so lonely lately. You said in your last letter you'd let me see him. You would keep me updated, but I'm sure you're very busy with your career along with raising your child. Please just don't leave without telling me. I might just die of heartbreak if I don't get to see all of you before you leave. Love, Margaret. Yay! Reminds me of Gormenghast. Gormenghast was supposed to be a novel where the hero wasn't even born when it started. And through the novel, he's just an infant. Or wait, the novel starts with him being born? Something like that. Hello. Huh? I heard some knocking ASMR. This door isn't even interactable. It's not like it's locked. It's just you can't. It's not a valid door. Wow. And this one's locked, of course it is. This is not interactable. All the stuff that's happened in the backstory is when my character was an infant. Or like a couple of years old. Am I still just like a child? You know, I seem to be large. I seem to be an adult height, but maybe everything in this world is actually sized up. So I'm just kind of a toddler toddling around these big chairs and big tables and big shelves. I don't know. Hey, give me a hint. Oh well. Main character has a very stately walking pace. You know, that's fine. This isn't a game about running and jumping. But now, what do I do? Well, I look. Doesn't seem to be anything. Just some shelves. I feel like I'm shining a light in this bunny's eyes. Where were you on the night of the 29th? I cannot do anything. I can't look through this door. Oh, can I, like, push? No. Okay. Did I see a... No, I think that was probably just a glitch. Well, maybe there is something... I mean, I read this. That's fine. Something else around those shells? No. No. Is it about time for an automatic hint? Probably. Oh, wait a minute. Every 3 minutes you get a hint. Maybe that means that every 3 minutes another hint unlocks on the hint screen. Alright, I did this so I can't interact with it anymore. Close the box. What? Yeah, whatever. Chair. This is not even interactable. Huh. Alright, so what are the hints? Walk into the narrow room, stuffed toy, look outside the door with a window. Right in front of the door is a note. Zoom in on it. Oh. 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 Can I see him? Okay. Hello. Hello? 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 Sorry, the door isn't interactable on this side. You're gonna have to go around. Alright. I mean, come on. Okay. Huh. All right. Let me in. Okay. All right. I feel like the story is kind of going over the same ground over and over. I hear a door. This door isn't even interactable. Hey, somebody down there? Hello? 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 Wait a minute. Sorry, I was just thinking about one of the plot elements, or Okay. So, one of the actions we can do is to look at things and look around. Oh, that was interesting. Okay, that's fine. I just closed the door. I happened to be on the other side of it when it closed, and so, yeah. What are the verbs? The verbs are basically just interact and look at. So, oh, now there's something else to look at, I guess. Red and blue. Well, that makes you think of police cars. Okay. It's totally dark without the flashlight. Too bad I can't go through this door. It's not really a door, it's a jar. Anyway. Alright. I had to see the police lights before I could continue. I guess, whatever. Huh. Huh? Non-interactable doors. They're just decoration. Yes. Imagine buying a house and like, where does this door go? Oh, it's not interactable. It's just decoration. Imagine you started work at your new job and it was like, oh, don't go through that door. It's not interactable. Oh, well, this isn't that the one I came out of? Well, now I'm totally screwed. Also, everything is dark. Okay. Fortunately, I have my flashlight. The fire of the gods. Excuse me. That was a little scary. That got the adrenaline pumping. Oh no, it's the room from 2001. All right. Couple brutally murdered? Oh. Two victims, Neil Young and Sarah Young, were viciously stabbed by an unknown assailant. Two parents leave an infant son behind. Authorities do not have a lead. Each victim was stabbed over 30 times, resulting in the faces of the victims be heavily distorted and mangled. And nobody would write that in a news thing. All right, so I think I get it. Deep psychology. Post it. Owl. F. Butterfly. There's that TV. Oh, that's interactable. Interesting. So.
James, I hope you're
Haha.
okay. That looked like it probably hurt. Good news is, this room looks relatively
It looks relatively safe.
I also have some more good news. You're going to be exploring your early childhood memories. For
Oh,
the
yes,
most
that's
part,
wonderful news.
You were raised by your grandmother. A good chunk of your memories have manifested themselves in the form of journal entries. Read those carefully as they represent your thoughts and emotions at the time. You probably thought you'd be stuck in a dimly lit, creepy office area forever. At least you're getting a
Dude,
change
aren't
of
you kind of
scenery.
breaking the fourth wall here?
God's basement tends to manifest itself in an unusual way. The more you remember about your childhood, the creepier things can get. Remember when I asked you to ignore anything unusual? Well, that was just a joke. It's obviously there for a reason. The only reason I said that was frightening you.
Okay.
I find it quite amusing. Well, I should probably wrap this monologue up.
Well, at least he's honest, I guess.
More about your past. And one last thing. Good luck.
This is the first time I've heard a figure like this be like, "Oh, well, I only told you that to troll you." It's a little refreshing, honestly. But all right, so the grandmother became obsessed with her family who wouldn't talk to her. She killed the parents and took the grandson and raised him. Oh. Do I have a flashlight? I do. Legacy of the office area. A flashlight. This reminds me of Me-Side. I think Me-Side... Well, Me-Side is a very different game. I haven't played Me-Side, but I've watched so many streamers play it. I mean, there probably wouldn't be any point to me playing it, because it's just like, oh, it's this part. I do sort of have some problems with Me-Side, but, you know, it's kind of fun. Right. So, is there anything outside that I can look at? They're journal entries. See, I feel like the journal entries are a little lazy. And they can get tiresome unless they're written really well. That's just kind of my general feeling about journal entries. You really have to be careful with them. Some of them are done well. Oh, now I can read the thing. This brutal crime has shocked the local community. Okay, now, if I'm right, I can now open the door. I was wrong. Okay. That was a thing. Where's... So, is there a journal? Oh. Can you hear it? White noise. The sound of silence. Well, white noise is not the sound of silence. The sound of silence. White noise is what we're hearing. It's staticky noise. Can I leave now? No. All right. Okay. I have definitely looked at that. Oh, what's this? I've looked at that. What else do I need to look at? I've looked at that. All right. What time is it? 8:05. Good to know. All right. I've looked at enough stuff. Now I can leave. I don't know. I like the office area better. That was interesting. Okay. The door is interactable and yet locked. Grandma's been acting strange lately. She seems to be very forgetful. Misplaces a lot of her belongings, like her car keys and medication. It was my birthday last week. I think she forgot that too. I'm going into middle school pretty soon, so I'm a bit nervous. I hope she starts getting better soon. Well, there's a dead plant there. Is that symbolic of anything? What's up with all these pictures? M. What? Wait. M. Huh. I feel like there's going to be a code somewhere. M would be 13. That's weird. Oh well. Okay. So we got a magazine. We got a picture. Some fruit. That looks like a radio, actually. Oh, it's blank. Terrific. Grandma's acting strange again. Recently, I've been finding random letters on all the pictures and paintings I've hung up. There's always just one red letter randomly drawn inside the painting. I asked her about it, but she said she doesn't remember writing the letters. Hint, hint. Why is this blank? I don't know. Ashtray. Smoking cigarettes. What is this? Oh, that looks like something that was burned, right? This is a weird Rococo area. So the letter is M. Why so many paintings? The paintings are all the same painting. Don't you need just one copy? I don't know. Owl. Does the owl symbolize anything? Okay, so M. I've looked at this, right? Can I interact? No. Okay. Is there a keypad where I can type in an M? No. Okay. Maybe there are more. Let's see. There's M. Nothing there, I believe. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Seagulls. Or maybe they aren't seagulls? I don't know. Don't know enough about birds. Actually, they don't look like seagulls. They have black heads. I don't know. I'm not an ornithologist. It also looks like there's a stain on the painting. That's weird. Butterfly. Okay, so wait a minute. I read this. Are these anything? Those are just towels or something. Can't read deep psychology. White noise, the sound of silence. The color of television tuned to a dead channel. So, I read this. All I found is M. Do I just press M? That didn't seem to do anything. Look, I found the M. Really? Is that what I had to do? Oh boy. M. Okay. Wait. So, is it possible there's another letter? I don't see any. I feel like we have to get letters onto the page. Right. It's always so disappointing where you go and you're like, I've unlocked the door. Nope. Got to do something else. Huh. I don't know. I mean, you know, I read the M. I figured that was it. But I had to actually get up real close and be like, yep, I actually see the M. Oh. Not O. E. E. Meh. Right. Is that what we're supposed to do? That E was quite subtle. I mean, that was my first thought. Now I'm going to have to go and find all the letters in all the paintings. And I looked and I didn't see it, but it was hidden. The E was hidden. I'm not really going to be able to do it if it's the ones up there, right? That's not an L, is it? No, that's a part of the painting. The paintings are cropped in different ways. Strange. All right, one more look, then we'll... Oh, I mean, you. Oh, you. Where the... Alright, we're just gonna keep looking at these paintings until we find the entire message. Red rum! Red rum! All work and no play makes James a dull boy. Wait, is that it? I didn't see any letters. I really hope it's not in these upper ones, because I have no idea what I'll do there. There were other paintings, right? Like this one. Or the seagull one. There are, quite obviously, 2 more letters to find. I don't suppose I can get in here. No. Okay. They must be hidden in these... Oh, here we go. That's kind of annoying. Right. Because the red, it was a dark red and not very saturated, and so it didn't stand out from the dark blue. Oh, this one's easy.
In other news, last weekend,
This again.
brutal crime was committed in a quiet suburban neighborhood.
Moida.
The 2 victims were a young couple, recently turned parents, that were viciously stabbed while sleeping inside their bedroom. Authorities reported that the bodies were mutilated to the point of being unrecognizable. The 2 also left behind an infant son. Currently, there are no suspects or leads as to who committed the murder, but authorities are adamantly investigating the situation.
Oh, I mean... That doesn't make any sense, because... the grandmother is an obvious suspect. I mean, I'm sure that's what the police will do. Like, well, did this couple have any relatives? Oh, they had a mother. Oh, was the mother close to them? Did she have a good relationship? And they would, you know, she would be a suspect. Now the light's off. So, okay. Something really strange is happening with Grandma. She doesn't seem like herself. She feels very distant and less lively. She doesn't enjoy talking as much as she used to. She seems very quiet, like she's always thinking about something. Unfortunately, her habit of forgetting things isn't getting any better. She frequently forgets to take her medication, so I have to remind her very often. I hope her condition improves. So, these are some startling revelations if James was not aware of them. Huh. I wonder... I could probably look up what this is. Just on a crazy guess, I'd say it's Jesus and Lazarus. Locked, of course it is. Locked, of course it is. Alright, so I looked at this, I looked at this, I looked at this, didn't I? Oh. Welcome home! Why, thank you. Hello. Let me in! Let me in! It's a view of outside this room. Okay. It's right here. So what? Locked, of course it is. Alright, so... Oh, now there's somebody there. Okay. Where are they? Hello. Locked, of course it is.
Entry number 8. Recently, my grandmother has been acting strange. I've been waking up in the middle of the night hearing her crying. I usually find her pacing back and forth aimlessly. She usually won't even notice I'm there until I make my presence known. After she notices me, she gives me this blank expression, then walks away back into her bedroom. Sometimes I'll press my ear against her door, and I'll hear a distorted version of this classical song she always listened to. Although these incidents are rare, they still creep me out. It happens about once every few months. Hopefully she gets better.
Why is the operator reading my journal entry aloud? Oh well. Whatever. Welcome home. Welcome home. Okay. End of chapter, I believe. Or maybe it was just a loading screen. That's fine. Huh. This looks familiar. Locked. Of course it is. Okay. Wait. Okay. So, now that that's taken care of. Sorry, I had to look away and take care of something. Locked. Of course it is. Oh, okay. Huh. The pictures are now blank. 12 new bedroom hints. Do you collect too much stuff? I feel a little cold out. I'm entering my first year of high school. I'm pretty nervous about it, but excited at the same time. My grandmother was recently diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. The diagnosis really didn't really faze her. Yeah. Yeah, that should be F-A-Z-E. She seems a lot less lively these days, just listening to the radio or TV most of the time. I try to talk to her about current events and casual topics, but her responses are more bleak and dull than they used to be. I wouldn't describe her aura as depressing or gloomy. A more precise word would be hollow or empty. It's almost as if a part of her has drifted off somewhere and is yet to return. She would have episodes like this before, but the frequency and length of the episodes seem to be increasing. So, at that time, James didn't know the whole truth of his family history. I think. Okay. It's funny that I'm just thinking it's interesting. I played Cabin Factory. What was it, a couple weeks ago? And that was about a woman who she and her brother escaped from abusive parents and actually killed them. And now we have this family drama. Okay. Was that a non-Euclidean loop? It might have been. Oh wait, this is the same. Alright. This goes here, this goes here. This... yeah. James, I'm sorry to bother you, but I misplaced my keys somewhere. Can you please find them for me? Just place them next to this note once you found them. Oh. Right, I have to find the keys, don't I? Well, are any of the drawers interactable? No. Today, I landed a part-time job tutoring my neighbor's kid. I can't get a real job yet since I'm only 14, but at least this will give me some kind of income. Regarding my grandmother's health, there have been no major changes. She remains uninterested and perpetually distant whenever I interact with her. Something kind of strange happened today. I caught her having a conversation with the radio. The thing is, the radio was off the whole time. She was arguing back and forth with it, as if it was a real human being. Kind of reminded me of the crazy people you have to deal with when taking public transit. Kind of messed up that I found it just a tiny bit funny. I'll probably be sent to hell for laughing at it. But I couldn't help it. I have a sick sense of humor. I love her to death, and it pains me to see her deteriorate like this. I hope she gets better. Well, that's okay. I don't think you would be sent to hell for that, but what do I know? Right. I thought it was a loop, but it's actually not a loop. It's not interactable. Shades of PT, which I have actually never played. So, let's see. I gotta find the keys. This is not interactable. That's a radio. This is not interactable. This is not interactable. This... Oh. It feels like every time there's a puzzle, the momentum just stops. Oh, finally. I found the one thing that was interactable. That's the tutoring note. This is the note I want, right? Oh, there we go. Locked! Of course it is! So, I did what that thing wanted me to do. What else do I have to do? Okay. Good. I guess. Wait, what's that? Fragile. Alright. Are you lost? Here's a hint. I guess. I don't know. This is the same area, except it's different. Wait. Alright, so this is... Okay. It seems like there are several areas that are the same. Or they have the same geometry. Which is interesting. I mean, I don't hate that. Maybe we have to go into this one. Nope. This one. Locked? Of course it is. Alright, this one. Locked? Of course it is. Okay. I mean, if you think, what is the game asking you to do? The game is asking you to run around and try a dozen doors before you find the one that works. It just kind of stops the momentum. The note is gone. Wait. Is there a note? Okay. Oh. It's a different note. Last night I caught my grandmother staring at a painting in the middle of the hallway. It was in the middle of the night and her eyes were locked onto the picture. It was kind of eerie seeing her entranced by it. After staring at it for at least half an hour, she walked off casually. I took a closer look at the painting. It was completely blank. It was literally a blank piece of paper she was staring at. At least I have some good news. I earned a raise for my tutoring job and I started tutoring other kids, so I earn more money. Yay! I just wrapped up my first year of high school, so I'm glad to have something to keep me busy throughout the summer besides taking care of my grandmother. Okay. That... I feel like that could have been edited or written a bit better, because it's like... He's like, oh, she was staring at a painting. And it was only after she'd been staring at it for half an hour that I actually looked at the painting. Yeah, I would definitely have edited that. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to stare at a painting. I mean... Maybe. Wouldn't be the weirdest thing in this game. Maybe I have to stand here and stare at a painting for half an hour. No, no. That way madness lies. I mean, I found the way through here. Well, maybe I just have to stare at... Forgive! Alright. Okay. I have to stare at the painting that is next to the note that talks about staring at paintings. Okay. You know, I mean, that sort of, you know, whatever. So now that I've done that, non-interactable. Should I go back through there, or should I try this way? Okay. Okay. Right. Right. Let's go back this way. Locked? Of course it is. Okay. So... Okay, maybe there's... Maybe there's another note or something? Non-interactable. Will you forgive he... Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. I think I see what to do here. He will. You know, it was annoying that they didn't really show up unless you really get in there. Never. Or do I have to just stare at it for 10 seconds? No. Looks like I gotta zoom in. Forgive. He will never forgive you. Huh. Why does it seem like... Why does this seem like this should be Margaret's afterlife and not mine? Non-interactable. Okay. Was this one open before? I can't remember. All right. Okay. I really should look up what PT was. Because I've seen people say stuff like this is like PT. I really should look it up and see if there are any, like, recordings of it. Because what I do know is that it was a... PT stands for Playable Teaser, and it was a Silent Hill thing, supposedly, and it was available on the PlayStation Network for a while and then taken off. I woke up in the middle of the night to the sound of plates breaking. I dashed out of my room to see what was happening. I saw her in the kitchen, repeatedly trying to carry a plate from the kitchen to the dining room. While walking over to the dining room, she would drop the plate and repeat the process. I walked over to her and guided her back to her bedroom. I set up a small barricade so she wouldn't be able to get out so easily. She could have really hurt herself. Maybe I should just set up a barricade so she doesn't get out of her room at night. Huh. I'm in the middle of my second year of high school right now. It's been really hard balancing school, friends, and taking care of my grandmother. Most of the time I have to turn down social events because I have to stay home and make sure that he doesn't do anything crazy. It's funny that the horror is just family drama, which is, you know, dramatic. It's not anything truly supernatural, contradicting what Lovecraft said in his essay, but, you know, everybody's got their own take on what horror should be. Oh, this door is finally interactable. That's interesting. But this is the other room, the other area. Okay. Was that note just flavor text? Was it just lore? Or do I have to... Do I have to do something? Set up a barricade. Wait. There's no door. That's interesting. Oh, no. There's no door here. There's a doorway, but there's no door. There's no door here either. Okay. Oh, I guess I can't get out until I solve the puzzle. Um... That's new. Non-interactable. Yeah. Plates. Was that supposed to be a hint? Oh, look at that. Same note. Nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. Oh, this again?
Although she suffered major injuries, she was currently in stable condition. Authorities also reported that the grandfather was driving the vehicle and that alcohol might have been involved in the incident.
I don't know. It's starting to lose its impact. Oh. Interesting. We're back here. But is it the same place or is it different? Well, there's an unlocked door, so let's see. Alright, now the door is non-interactable. Okay. 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 Let's see here. Okay. I mean, I do sort of like that it confines you to a certain space before you figure out the next thing. And yet the next thing is not really obvious. Okay. I suppose it must be something in this room? Or This way? Oh. Oh. Nothing here is interactable. That's interesting. Oh. In this place he does not dwell. God is not present. No one will help you here. Hell is here. Huh. Isn't this God's basement? It's part of, it's part of his dwelling. The basement is still part of the dwelling, isn't it? Okay. No one will help me. What about the operator? Okay. Oh, hey there. Huh? Oh, the store's open. Oh. Okay. Here we are again. Great. I'm starting to worry about the future. Grandma's condition continues to get worse. Is she going to stay like this for the rest of her life? I hope not. What will happen if I have to leave for college? Who's going to take care of her? The way it is now, I can barely leave her alone for 2 seconds without her breaking something. I'm currently in my 3rd year of high school, so I'll have a little bit of time to think about that. Hopefully I'll come up with a solution later. Huh. Okay. Hang on just a minute. Hang on just a minute. Okay. All right. It looks like this game has a while to go. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stop the stream here. Let's see. Going to stop the stream here.